Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more cider to try, and it's from a producer I've not had before. I was at Borough Market today, having a snoop around, saw something by a producer I've never had, which is what we're going to try. Two things actually. Going to do cider first, and I also got a perry, which I think I'd heard of, but I'd never had. Anyway, what is it, Chris? What's the cider? Don't keep us in suspense. All right, I'll tell you what it is. It is from... Where's it from? Dunham pressed cider, and it is their Dabbler. And as one might expect, it's 100% Dabbler, hence Dabbler. So what does it say on the bottle? It's 5.7%. I don't know if it's been watered back to 5.7. Seems quite low ABV, but they're quite far north, so who knows? A medium sparkling single variety cider from Dabbler Cider Apples. Nigh on 100 years of experience has gone into growing the apples that produce our artisan cider. Chris Hewitt and his dad, Alan, have been restoring the land to traditional orchards just as they were when Grandad Kenneth first started farming on Sawpit Street early last century. I'm reading slowly because it's very small print. Dabbler is a full bittersweet apple grown here at Dunham Cider Orchards. This apple produces a well-balanced bittersweet cider with a soft astringency and full body. Fact: all our craft cider is made by hand from organic apples, nurtured, hand-picked, pressed, fermented and bottled at Dunham, Massey on the National Trust Estate. Yeah, all good stuff. So organic. The ingredients said, where is the ingredients? Pure apple juice and yeast. So it sounds to me like they're using a cultured yeast rather than wild yeast, which is a shame, because I reckon it sounds like if they did it with wild yeast, it'd be amazing. It might be amazing anyway. May contain sulfites, so I don't know if that means I've added them or if there's going to be a trace, because you get trace sulfites from fermentation anyway. Yeah, it's just going to be there, whether you add them or not, to some degree. All right, let's open it and try it. So I might get to visit these guys actually, because I'm hoping to have a trip up to Altrincham, because somebody I know has got a very, very nice shop there, cheese shop, and he's a cheesemaker. I've known him for quite a long time. I bumped into him in Borough Market last week, and he said, "Oh, Chris, I've got this little space on the side of my cheese shop, which we're just using for storage, but actually it's effectively a shop. Do you want to use it to sell cider?" And I said, "You know what? I don't know, but I'll come and have a look." So I'm going to go up and have a look at the space, because that'd be quite exciting. And if I do that, it's like 11 minutes from there to these guys. So no brainer as far as I'm concerned. Unless I hate this cider, in which case it's a brainer. Right. Colour-wise, quite light. I think they probably have watered it back fractionally, but you know what? That's all right. Lots of people do that. But it has got some nice colour. It's bordering on. It's certainly getting towards amber, that, isn't it? Almost looks like a brassy perry colour, that. So it's quite a nice colour. Not as dark as some, but you know, pretty good nonetheless. With a very gentle sparkle I got there. It doesn't look like it's bottle conditioned, so one assumes it is force carbonated when bottled. Let's have a sniff. Ooh, sorry, I think I got cobweb on my nose there. Smells nice. Smells nice. Smells like a sweated cider apple. Smells like a baked apple. Smells like a sautéed apple. It's almost like a caramel toffee character to it, which me likes. Yeah, nice. It is nice, actually. I want to say more than anything, like sautéed in butter and sort of brown sugar is what makes me think of. But it has got that sweated, earthy, skin-like character you get from like a proper traditional apple that's been sort of macerated, sweated, etc. Nice. Let's try it. Sympathetically carbonated, gentle bubbles, astringency, definite astringency. There's almost like a green-like character, and I don't mean like acid. Like almost like something makes me think of some leafiness about it. I don't know what exactly I mean by that. I mean I do, but I don't know if you will. That thing I got on the palate is there on the nose. It is a good medium. It's a solid medium. It's not too sweet. It's all right. There's a hint of acidity to it. I want to say kind of like maybe malic rather than lactic, but it's delicate, so it's not like mouth-puckeringly acid. It's balanced, well judged. Yeah, not a bad cider actually. Not a bad cider this. Yeah. So another thing that green is, it's a hint of like a malic acid character, like an eating apple, like a greener apple. I'm wondering if that's coming from having them having used cultured yeast possibly, which will make it more fruit centric, if you like. But having said that, it does have some cider apple quality to it. You know, it's not just like drinking and eating apple. Which is the problem I had with the Pearsons we had in the last film or two. Whereas they were using all these incredible apples, using wine yeasts, and getting something that tasted just very sort of acid and acid forward, fruit forward, without some of that sort of like more earthy sort of leathery characteristics you get from a cider apple. So I felt like they'd almost made it taste mainstream, which is a shame considering the apples that we're using. But these guys, if they're using a cultured yeast, they haven't strayed that far over. It does feel like it's made, you know, from proper cider apples. You do get a hint of that sort of like acid character, sort of fruit-centric character you would get from a cultured yeast, but it's not the overriding characteristic that you get. So for that, yeah, me likes that actually. Me likes that. A tiny hint of like smokiness or peatiness, some slightly phenolic on the nose. I think that they ferment in steel. I don't know if they use wood. I'm pretty sure they use steel. Could be wrong. So that wouldn't be coming from the container. But the hint of toffee apple. Yeah, not bad. If it has been watered back to 5.8, I wish it hadn't. I'd like the more concentrated, robust version of this if possible, because I feel like it's good, but it's just a little bit light, a little bit thin. Could be a bit richer, more intense. So yeah, if they have, I wish they hadn't. I'd love to try it. Not because I think it would be, you know, I mean, just 10% more, 15, 20% more intensity, and it'd be like really solid cider. As is though, nice cider, totally solid. I will happily drink it. Yeah, so there you go. The next one we're going to have up is their Perry, their Peterloo Perry. But this one was their Dabbler, 100% Dabbler. From, what the hell was it called again? Forgotten already. Dunham pressed cider. Yeah, if you see one, grab it, drink it. I think you'll have quite a nice time. Alright guys, thank you for joining me back in my shed. I hope you join me again. But until then, cheers.